Hi everybody, welcome. Today we are going to see Maxwell's equations in matter. We know the Maxwell's equations, four equations are del dot T equal to rho over epsilon 0, del cross E equal to minus dou B by dou T, del dot B equal to 0, del cross B equal to mu 0 J plus mu 0 epsilon 0 dou E by dou T. So these are four equations, Maxwell's equations. Now suppose that we are working with materials that are subjected to magnetization or magnetic polarization and electric polarization. So the material gets polarized, magnetically polarized, that is called magnetization, and electrically polarized. Okay, we have studied in detail about this magnetization and electric polarization in the previous semester. So here, under this condition, when there is magnetization, magnetic polarization or electric polarization, the Maxwell's equations have to be modified. Okay, so the reason is inside this polarized matter, magnetically or electrically, there will be accumulation of bound charges. There will be charges, bound charges. Okay, and bound currents. So due to the electric polarization, there will be bound charges. Okay, to differentiate it from the free charges, we call it bound charges. And bound currents, magnetization is actually a development of magnetic dipoles within the material, and magnetic dipole can be assumed to be developed due to the current, circulation of small currents, and that constitutes a bound current in the material. Okay, so in this situation we have to modify the Maxwell's equation. Now the electric polarization produces a bound charge density that is given by rho B. Rho B is a bound charge density that is equal to minus del dot P, where P is the polarization. Okay, we have learned in detail about polarization, electric polarization in a material, and it produces bound charges, and this bound charge density that is given by minus del dot P. Another equation that we considered in the section of magnetism is the magnetic polarization or magnetization, M, magnetization. Okay, so in electric, under the application of electric field, we have the electric polarization, which is denoted by P, capital P, and under the application of magnetic field, we have the magnetization, we have that is denoted by M, and the bound current density. Okay, the bound current density that is given by JB equal to del cross M. So these two equations we have seen in the previous sem. Now, so these two equations are there, rho B equal to minus del dot P, the electric polarization, and magnetic polarization or magnetization M, JB equal to del cross M. Now consider a thin piece of polarized material. Consider a thin piece of polarized material that is shown here. This is the polarized material. The polarization that will be inducing charge density or surface charge density at the ends. Okay, for developing polarization means we have dipoles, positive, negative charges constituted dipole. So there will be many atomic dipoles inside the material, and the charges, you know, they cancel inside the material, but there will be a negative charge at one end and positive charge at the other end. So here plus sigma b is the bound charge or the charge density appearing at one end of this material, and minus sigma b is the charge density, surface charge density appearing at the other end. I think you have understood why we have plus charge at one end, minus charge at the other end, as it is due to the cancellation of the charges within the material, and for the two ends the charges cannot be cancelled. Okay, so that is the situation here. So sigma b plus sigma b at one end, surface bound charge density and surface bound charge. Okay, it's not density, it's a surface bound charge, and on the other end we have the surface charge, density. It is charge per unit area. Okay, charge per unit area. So if we say surface charge, then it is surface charge per unit area. Okay, so that will be here. Now, if P increases by a small amount, suppose that the polarization is increasing by a small amount, maybe due to, you know, kind of increasing or changing the electric field. So the charge on each end increases. So sigma b will change. Okay, both sigma b and minus sigma b here, that will change. Okay, and there will be a corresponding a current, a net current. When the charge increases, charge on these two ends increases, there will be a corresponding current. That current, okay, that gives a net current, that is given by di is equal to dou by dou t of sigma b. Sigma b is actually surface charge density. So you multiply it with area to get charge, and current is rate of change of charge. Okay, di is dou by dou t of sigma b into dA perpendicular. So di by dA perpendicular, that is equal to dou sigma b by dou t. Okay, so this is the di by dA I am taking this dA perpendicular here. So di by dA perpendicular is dou sigma b by dou t, and we know the magnitude of surface charge density and polarization are equal. Sigma b is equal to p. You can see that the surface charge density, the magnitude, that is equal to the polarization. So this is equal to dou p by dou t. Okay, so this one di by dA perpendicular, that is the current, we call it current density, because this is current by area. Okay, so we call the current density, which is the polarization current density, that is equal to dou p by dou t. If we are using the vector notation, the current density is given by Jp, the polarization current density is given by Jp equal to dou p over dou t. So we have this polarization current density. Now if you take del dot Jp, if I am taking del dot Jp, I am taking divergence of this, that is equal to del dot this, that is dou by dou t of del dot p. Okay, And del dot P, divergence of the polarization that we saw, that is equal to minus of rho B. Okay, del dot P, that is minus of rho B. Okay, so this is minus dou by dou T of rho B, which is the continuity equation. What is continuity equation? Del dot J equal to minus dou rho by dou T. So our polarization current density satisfies the continuity equation. Okay, so Jp, the polarization current density, is equal to dou P by dou T, actually satisfies the continuity equation. So the total charge density, okay, we are going to write the expression for total charge density, that is sum of free charge density, okay, density due to the free charges in the material plus bound charge density. Okay, bound charge density. So rho is equal to rho F plus rho B. Rho B is minus del dot P. Okay, so rho is equal to rho F minus del dot P. So that is written here. Same way, so this is for charge density. For current density, the total current density can be separated into three parts. So J is equal to JF plus JB plus JP. Okay, J, the current density, J is equal to JF, that is free charge current density, JB, the bound charge current density, and P is the polarization current density. Okay, and we know this JB is del cross M, where M is the magnetization. So J, the current density, is JF plus del cross M plus Jp is dou P by dou T. We just saw Jp is dou P by dou T. So this is the expression for current density, and this is the expression for total charge density in the material, rho equal to rho F plus rho B. Okay, so we are going to use this equation. So Gauss's law, the first equation in the Maxwell's set of Maxwell's equation is Gauss's law, which is del dot E equal to rho over epsilon. For rho, now I am giving rho F plus rho B. Okay, for rho I am giving rho F plus rho B. Rho B is minus del dot P. So del dot T is equal to 1 upon epsilon 0 rho F minus del dot P. Okay, so that is here from this expression del dot T equal to this, I am writing this del dot T plus 1 by epsilon 0 del dot P. I am taking del dot P from the right hand side to the left hand side, that is equal to rho F by epsilon 0. From this, an expression can be written del dot epsilon 0 E plus P, that is equal to rho F. And this one, epsilon 0 E plus P, epsilon 0 E plus P, that is actually the displacement vector that we have studied in the previous sem, the displacement vector. So del dot D is equal to rho F. So our Gauss's law, which is basically del dot E equal to rho by epsilon 0, transforms into del dot D equal to rho F, the bound charge density, in the when we are considering it in a matter. Okay, so the first equation changes like this, del dot D equal to rho F. The second equation, del dot B equal to 0, it will have no change because it contains no rho or J, so there will be no change. So del dot B is equal to 0. Similarly, the third equation also has no change. What is third equation? Del cross E equal to minus dou B by dou T. That also will not have any change because no charge density or current density are involved in it. Fourth equation changes because it contains current density. So del cross B equal to mu 0 J plus epsilon 0 dou E by dou T. For J, we have to write the expression that we saw. The current density is sum of three terms. Free bounded polarization 3 times. So that we are writing here mu 0 JF plus del cross M, which is the bound current density, and dou P by dou T, the polarization current density, and then this term epsilon 0 dou E by dou T. Then I am taking mu 0 to the left hand side. So I have this del cross B over mu 0 JF del cross M dou P by dou T. Okay. Then I take this del cross M to the left hand side. So I have this del cross B by mu 0 minus del cross M equal to JF plus dou P by dou T plus epsilon 0 dou E by dou T. Okay, so this is del cross B by mu 0 minus M, del cross B by mu 0 minus M, that is equal to JF plus, I am combining these two, so dou by dou T epsilon 0 E plus P. Now this B by mu 0 minus M, that is actually H. Okay, H, we represent it by H. B is the magnetic field, M is the magnetization. So we represent this by H. So we have this del cross H. So instead of this, we are using del cross H, that is equal to JF plus this term is D. Okay, so JF plus dou D by dou T. Okay, and this dou D by dou T, D is the displacement vector, dou D by dou T, the change in displacement vector, that is written as that displacement current density. So del cross H is equal to JF plus JD, where JD is dou D by dou T, that is called the displacement current. So this is how we modify the Ampere's law in Maxwell's equation when we are considering it in matter. Okay, so we have 4 equations, 4 Maxwell's equations, modified one. The first one, the Gauss's law, has been modified, del dot D equal to rho F. Second one, del dot B equal to 0. Third one, del cross E equal to minus dou B by dou T. Then del cross H equal to JF plus dou D by dou T. So these are the 4 Maxwell's equations inside matter.